Hey there, this is Savannah Sanchez from The Social Savannah. Today, I'm going to be doing an overview of my favorite software of 2023, which is Motion. So Motion is an application that connects up to your Facebook and TikTok ad accounts, pulls in all of your ad creative data, and makes really beautiful, easy to read dashboards of that creative data. It's really helped my team and I analyze the metrics of the top performing ads to identify ads that are scaling, as well as look at the low performers to see what we can tweak in terms of the hooks or the iterations to make those improve. Motion has been a game changer for my team and I, as it's helped us identify the top performing ads that are scaling in the accounts, look in depth at those metrics, as well as identify which hooks are performing the best. What I do is every week I go through the Motion dashboards of my clients to see what are the metrics of each ad and what are potential iterations we can make of those creatives. And Motion makes it really easy to see which ones have the top thumb stop ratio, which one has the best click to purchase, which one has the most spend and scale. So today I'm going to be going through my two favorite reports in Motion and how I use it to make better creative decisions for my clients. Okay, so the first report that I have up here is the top creatives report. So this is what I go to on a weekly basis to see what is the ad creative performance from the last 14 days of my clients. Now, as you can see, this is a much better way to read the data of your top performing creatives than trying to go through your Facebook and TikTok ad accounts. This really nicely combines the data into easy to read dashboards so you can have your own reports for Meta and then other reports for TikTok. But for this one, I'm going to be going through a Facebook report. Now, what I really like about the way that it shows the creatives here is that you can actually click on here to see a preview of the ad, and you can watch the ad right in Motion without ever having to leave. Another really great tool that Motion has added is the Creative Insights tool. So once you click on an ad that you want to analyze, then you can click on Creative Insights, and it will show you for this video with a preview of what it looks like, the watch time ratio, the gender and age breakdown of who is viewing the video, as well as all the performance metrics that you could ever need, like spend, ROAS, CPA, and so forth. And what's also cool is that you can even copy this link and send it to a team member that's also on Motion so that you can show them the metrics of a top performing ad, for instance. So this is just such a great way to see at a glance how your creatives are performing, what are the metrics and trends of each of your creatives, as well as to easily watch previews of the top performing ads. You can also change the parameters that Motion is pulling through on these reports. Like for this one, I'm only caring about which ones are prospecting ads, and I only want to see which ads have a ROAS higher of 2. So you can add your own custom parameters into Motion. What's also cool about Motion is Motion has actually added in their own metrics. So if you go to add metrics here, they have something now called Motion Metrics, which is their own metrics that they created to analyze ad creatives, just to make it easier for teams that, let's just say, don't know all the lingo and jargon of ad creatives. This is just a really nice way to see, okay, which videos have captured the most attention, and it gives it a rating on a scale of 1 to 100. Which ad creatives hold the attention best? Which ones are the most effective at bringing people to site? Which ones are ultimately driving conversions? So typically we'll see that the top performing ad with the most spend and scale also rates highly on Motion's creative metrics. But this is just something really cool they added in so that people that don't necessarily want to get into the numbers can see at a glance, okay, which creatives are actually bringing people to the site and driving conversions. So this is just such a great report. You don't have to do it last 14 days. That's the look back window that I like to look at when analyzing creatives, but you can also look at last 7 days, or you can even add filters as you only want to look at video performance or image performance. You can really customize Motion so that it's the most useful to you and your team, which is one of the things I really like about Motion, is just how customizable it is. So this top creatives report is definitely my go-to when looking at creative reporting at a glance. Motion also provides a lot of other great reporting templates to get you started. Another great one that I like to look at is the video performance report. So this is probably my second most visited report. And what I like about this one is it actually rates your ad creatives depending on the thumb stop ratio. Another thing I like about Motion is that if you don't know what a term means, like thumb stop ratio, for instance, you can simply scroll over the name right here and it will give you the definition of what is a thumb stop ratio. So percentage of video views where a user stops to watch the video. So all of the metrics will have a nice definition there too. So this is ranking the videos in terms of which ones have the top thumb stop ratio. And as a creative producer, that's a metric that I really care about because I want to see which of the creatives that we're making are actually making people stop the scroll. And this is just such a nice visual way to show that. So as you can see here, we have this creative. You can click here for the preview, and then you can see the preview of which one is stopping the scroll the most. Again, you can go to those creative insights if you want more information about the breakdown of that creative. The second metric that we're looking at here is the click-through rate. So of course, I want people to watch the ad and stop on the ad, but the second most important thing to me is, are people actually clicking and going to the site? So this pink bar here is actually rating the creatives based on their click-through rate. And lastly, we have the click to purchase ratio. So essentially, are people going to the website and purchasing once they have landed on the site? So they count this as out of the users who've clicked, the percentage that made a purchase. So a really great visual way for my team and external teams like clients to see, okay, which ads are stopping the scroll and which ones are actually converting traffic into paying customers. So for this last video, as you can see, while it has a low thumb stop ratio in comparison to our top thumb stop ratio video, it has a really high click to purchase ratio, meaning maybe there's something about the offer or the way that we're presenting the product in the ad is making those who watch it end up clicking. So this would signal to me as, okay, maybe if we take the same format, the same call to action, but change the hook so that the hook has a better thumb stop ratio, then we can get an ad that ultimately has a high thumb stop ratio, gets a lot of people to the site, and ultimately purchase. Similarly, when I'm looking at ads like our top thumb stop ratio ad, I'm seeing, okay, this ad is clearly effective at stopping the scroll and getting people to the site, but why aren't people purchasing from the ad? So maybe we do need a stronger call to action, but utilize the same hook. Or maybe we need to test the same ad format, but with a different model or talent that might be more compelling at making someone actually purchase. Or maybe we want to look at what is a landing page that people are ultimately ending up at, and maybe it's not converting as well as, let's say, this ad, which may be going to another landing page. So these are all things that Motion allows you to do. It lets you dive into your creative data, not only at a glance, but you can also get really granular into which creative metrics you want to analyze, creating your own reports, making them custom to your account. So these are the top two reports that I typically look at for my clients. I can really share that Motion has been such a game changer for my team. It's something that really has enabled us to create iterations of our top performing ads and to have conversations about why things aren't working as well, or what are the things that we can identify from our top performing ads that are making them work super well. So if you're considering adding Motion to your toolkit of softwares that you use, I would highly recommend Motion. If you have any questions on how to use Motion the best, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions about Motion. It's really been so great for my team and I, and something that I've really loved diving into over the last year. It's really been such a great addition to my tool stack and something that my clients have really appreciated, to be able to dive through the data together and to be able to share the top performing creatives with their team members in a really easy to see way. So definitely check out Motion if you haven't already. And I would like to say a huge thank you to Motion, not only for creating this awesome software, but for sponsoring this video and for enabling my clients and I to have the best creative insights. So definitely don't hesitate to check them out for yourself.